All of them face challenges in this area and are going to have to do a lot of work. So that's an initial statement. But there are some BRICs that are better positioned than others. It is quite clear that China is moving in that direction, India is moving in that direction, Brazil is moving in that direction. All three of them have relatively diversified economies with significant R&D, with significant high-tech systems, educational systems that have been working in this direction quite effectively. I think South Africa has so many internal problems. It's not that the other countries don't, but South Africa has so many significant internal problems beyond the racial issues that are still present, the widespread poverty in South Africa, AIDS, an unstable region within which it's working, government institutions which are quite young and immature and that are plagued by corruption, all of which combines to make South Africa, I think, really a long way away from that goal of a diversified economy that can move easily into the high-tech areas. And frankly, Russia has regressed in some senses. Under the Soviet Union, of course it had major problems internally. Russia has contracted as an economy over the first decade and a half of its move from the Soviet Union, the empire, to the Russian Federation. It has seen a decline in the life extension or life expectancy of its citizens. They have serious health problems. Their educational system has actually devolved and become less sophisticated, at least for certain segments of the population. Its R&D sector has been dismembered, and many of its scientists have immigrated out of the country because they simply didn't have the wherewithal to invest heavily in science and technology. So Russia has emerged as a BRIC, yes, in part for historical reasons. It was a member of the Security Council as the Soviet Union, and Russia inherited that mantle. It is a nuclear power, and it has remained so. And it is certainly the major regional power in its former area of influence in its near abroad Eastern Europe. On the other hand, Russia has become an economy which is heavily dependent upon commodities, particularly petroleum and natural gas, also a variety of minerals. So Russia is a commodity-based, primary commodity exporting country. It has significant problems in food self-sufficiency and food security, and it really has not been able to diversify its manufacturing or move into high tech. There are very few Russian products that are highly sought after on the international markets. This is going to represent a very significant challenge to Russia, while China, India, and I hope Brazil are moving forward on those fronts.